Fishermen catching crabs. This is also a job that is extremely risky and causes a lot of deaths every year and is 26 times more deadly than a normal job. In 2007, 120 crab fishermen in Alaska died at one time. 80% of deaths are caused by abnormally low body temperature and by being thrown out of the ship and drowning. Also, due to the large dangerous machinery used to catch crabs, they have to face many deaths and various accidents. This is also a job that is extremely risky and causes a lot of deaths every year and is 26 times more deadly than a normal job. In 2007, 120 crab fishermen in Alaska died at one time. 80% of deaths are caused by abnormally low body temperature and by being thrown out of the ship and drowning. Recipients of snake venom. Because snake venom is used to make a variety of medicines and antidotes, many lives are saved each year by those who use snake venom. So this is an essential job, but the people who do this work do a very deadly job. Although there are safety precautions and procedures to eliminate snake venom, there is always a very high risk. In fact, there is hardly anyone who has not been bitten by a snake while working on snake venom. Underwater welders. They do most of the work in underwater construction. For example, areas where crude oil is obtained from the sea, areas where ships are sunk, etc. should be welded. There, they enlist the help of underwater welding to do the job. Like ordinary divers, they have the ability and experience to dive and have a good knowledge of underwater welding. Although you can get a high salary from this job, this is a very risky job. 30 out of every 200 underwater welders die each year from diseases caused by underwater shocks, eruptions, and abnormal pressure, and many more fall ill. Tree cutters. Those in this occupation, which causes accidents and deaths 30 times more than a typical job, also die more often each year. Most deaths and accidents are caused by getting caught in the cutting machines and trees, by falling on the body. Cattle wrestlers. Cattle fighting, one of the most popular sports in Spain, is a very dangerous battle tax game. Most of the players in this sport as professionals here spend a lot of time on the back of the cow because of the high prize money they get. But in many of their attempts to tame huge and unruly large cows, there are many instances where they fall from the back of the cow and die from the blows of the cow and cause severe injuries, including fractures of the body. This means that out of every 15 cases, about one serious injury is reported in this sport. Bush pilots. Many European countries use small aircraft, called bush flights, to transport cargo to difficult areas around animal farms, due to their ability to land even in very small space and to operate even in lowland areas near trees. They do a great service to their work. But these pilots, who are paid less than the commercial pilots who work on these planes, face many deaths and accidents because of their job. They often collide in mountainous areas or in wooded areas when the aircraft has to be approached at close range. They have an accident rate of 13.9 accidents per 100,000 flight hours. Manufacturers of microchips. Used in the manufacture of computers and electronics, microchips are made using a large number of toxic chemicals, such as arsenic. Therefore, those who work in these places are susceptible to many serious diseases such as cancer by ingesting the toxins through the airways and skin. Manufacturers of microchips do not die instantly from this dangerous occupation, but in the long run they have many health problems and may even have to pay for their lives. Prostitutes. Do you believe that prostitutes are also on this list? In fact, prostitution is one of the deadliest occupations in the world. People who suffer from sexually transmitted diseases, rapes and perverted sexual desires every year face many physical accidents and deaths due to physical assaults. Every year, 204 out of every 100,000 prostitutes die from these causes. Steel workers. Working with steel in very tall buildings is also a very risky job. Despite the safety equipment, many of those who do this job every year are exposed to serious accidents. They are more prone to accidents due to falling from high places and falling on the body of the wall. In 2005, 56 deaths per 100,000 employees were reported due to the lethality of this job.